This is Mattdoesfitness. Today I'm doing the Carly muscle workout. Right, so for those of you who aren't familiar with Carly muscle, basically he's this huge dude, like he's ridiculously big. He's got a channel called Carly Muscle. Now, basically from his workout videos, his main kind of principle, by the looks of it, is that he never fully extends and he never fully comes back. So if I give you an example, if I'm doing like a chest dumbbell press, right? Whereas normally, if I go sideways, I would advocate coming all the way back to here, so you've got a big stretch, and then all the way up to here, okay, to fully kind of squash your chest. His workout, or his principle, is that he never fully comes back and he never fully knocks out. Okay? So his movement is literally just this, okay? Now, to be honest, that kind of goes against a lot of the things that I've been saying. I will say get the full extension and come all the way back to get a big stretch on the muscle, okay? His principle is basically time under tension, okay? So the theory is that obviously when you fully lock out, especially if you've got longer limbs, with a chest press, when you fully lock out, your chest is no longer engaged, okay? You've got a kind of a fraction of a second to relax, all right? That takes the tension off the muscle. And likewise, when you come all the way back, although there is a big stretch on, again, it's not engaging anymore, okay? It's stretched, but it's no longer really contracting, okay? So the theory is by not coming all the way back and not locking out, just that movement there, you're keeping the muscle contracted. That time under tension, you're keeping it under tension for a longer kind of constant period, right? So I'm now going to do a chest, shoulder and tricep session using this principle, and I'm going to see how it goes, right? Okay, so I've just finished the session. I'm saying like mixed feedback, right? And the first thing I will say is, although I get the whole time under tension thing, and I mean you do get, afterwards you do feel really pumped, you've got a lot of blood there, because obviously the muscles have been contracted for a long period of time, I don't fully buy into it. For me personally, I prefer, and I think I personally will get bigger gains from getting that big stretch and then getting the whole range of movement. That's my preference, okay? However, obviously there's no way I can sit here and say it doesn't work, because if you look at Carly muscle, he's 5 times the size of me. He's he's like the Incredible Hulk, you know, it's huge, so you can't, you know, I'm not going to go up to him and say, you know, that isn't working, because that's ridiculous and he'd probably kill me, okay? So, yeah, my biggest thing, like I always say, is to mix it up, alright? So, although I have my way of doing things, you don't want to do that all the time, okay? It's brilliant to mix it up. So, me personally, I'm gonna incorporate a bit of that into my sessions. So maybe every other week, throw in a session where I do more of a time under tension session and just get maybe 3/4, 2/3 of the movement, alright? I think the best thing you can do is keep changing your training, because that is going to stimulate adaptation and yeah, lead to the biggest gains, all right? Now, going back to the way he does it, now my thinking on this is, it's not always best to look at, find a huge guy, or if you look at athletics, find the fastest guy and think, right, what is he doing? I'm going to do exactly what he's doing because that's going to make me stronger or faster or bigger, okay? That's not how it works. Quite simply because it's genetics, okay? In my opinion, probably the biggest underlying factor behind how people look and how people adapt and grow is genetics, right? Some people are predisposed to looking amazing, right? They've got fantastic genetics, so they don't have to do too much and they're going to look great, okay? Other people aren't so lucky, they have to work a lot harder, okay? So what I would say is, again, I don't want to insult the guy because he's a monster, but maybe he's got those fantastic genetics, so even if he doesn't do the absolute best training, he's still going to look incredible, okay? Whereas someone else, if they do that kind of stuff all the time, maybe they're not going to grow as quickly as they would if they were doing other stuff, right? So, yeah, I think the genetics underpins quite a lot of it, but I mean, aside from all of that, as long as you're keeping, correct form and you're doing the things you should do, the biggest thing I would say is just keep mixing up, right? Always try and change it as not ridiculously often, but as frequently as you can within reason. That is the way to stimulate the most adaptation and to get the most gains. Right, thanks for watching. If you like the video, please like it, comment, tell your friends, and please subscribe. I've got 200 subscribers now, which is awesome. Really pleased with that. Obviously, I want to keep going. Thanks so much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. And keep watching.